Maybe.
Done with council.
Me too.
What's this, the third time we've had to use it?
Yeah. It don't take many times to forget it.
Just tell me when you're ready.
I'll have someone need to sign it.
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
Did you guys sign it?
Yeah. I come in to do it. Oh my gosh. Better make sure we all signed all of them. That one.
Yeah, that's what she said. Just make sure everybody's got their name.
You got all night. I might not sign that one.
We're ready. All right. I will call this meeting to order. It is 7:32. Please join for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Can we have roll call, please?
Yes, Mayor Terry Wycombe,
Here.
Vice Mayor Steve Sanger, Councilmember Daryl Gardner,
Here.
Councilmember Tanya Lumen, Councilmember Bruce Seeloff,
Here.
Councilmember Jacqueline Wells, Councilmember Chris Weisenberg.
Here.
All right. Thank you. Next thing on our agenda is the approval of the agenda. I would entertain a motion. Councilman Weisenberg.
I move to approve the December 19th, 2023 City Council agenda as presented.
Second it.
There's been a motion made and seconded to approve the December 19th, 2023 City Council agenda as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, open online voting, please.
Just voice.
You can say yay. Voice vote.
You waiting on me?
Yes,
I didn't get nothing up there. Yeah. Yes.
thank you. Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 4 yeas.
All right, thank you. Next thing on our agenda is the consent agenda. Councilman Weisenberg.
I move to approve the City Council consent agenda December 19th, 2023 as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been a motion made and seconded to approve the City Council agenda December 19th, 2023 as presented. Is there any discussion? Please open online voting.
Vote on that because I wasn't here last week.
Is yours not load again?
I wasn't at the last meeting. Can I vote on this?
Yes.
You can still vote on this?
Oh, yeah, because it wasn't minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, it took a second to.
Still ain't coming up. You got everyone else's?
Does yours say logged in over there?
Mine hasn't even popped
Yeah.
up.
I can trace it. Good meeting. Join the meeting.
Mine just came up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to look at it?
Oh, it's everything's working except them up the road.
Oh, let's go. Myra, it has your account logged in. Can we log you out and switch to his?
Yes. My account's logged in.
Just on the board docs section.
Log in.
Oh, sorry. Let me see what it
No,
switched
because
to.
we logged in the same.
Then we're gonna log in.
If the council prefers, we can do voice voting for Councilmember Seeloff, and he can just view from a public, but it's your choice.
Me on that, I'll go yay.
Okay.
Do you have this info?
Yeah, I'll still take pictures. Or maybe Pam will take pictures.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right,
Okay,
so you got that?
Yes, online voting for consent agenda is closed, and the motion carries with 4 yeas.
All right, thank you. Next thing on our agenda is citizens' participation. This is a time set aside by resolution number 2C-96. It sets a time limit for public comment of 5 minutes for items that are not on the agenda. So if there's anybody here that would like to address the council on something that is not on the agenda, please come up to the podium, state who you are, and tell us what you got. Seeing nobody, I will move on to the next thing on our agenda, which is recognition of City Rawlins employees' longevity for 2023. And I will turn the floor over to City Manager Tom Sarve.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and Council. Tonight we have the honor to recognize several employees in the city that have reached a 5-year milestone, 5, 10, 15 years. I was going to add up all these years. It would be well over 100 if we added them all together, of those that we'll recognize tonight. We are very fortunate to have these people working for the city. So as I call out their name, we'll have them come up, and I have a certificate and we have a pin for them. And then we will take a picture. Myra will we'll take a picture, Pam will. So Hans Pedersen, come up. He has reached his 5-year mark with the city, and Hans works at the fire department, and he has reached his 5 years. So. The second one for 5 years of service is Roberto Valdez.
Good job.
Also with the 5-year pin is Michael O'Brien.
Yeah.
There's your pin. Next with a 5-year pin is William Trimble. There's your pin. Also with 5 years is George Phillips. And also with 5 years is Stevie Osborne. give you my list of names. You want a certificate?
Sure.
Okay, now we go to our 10-year. And our first one is Tara Kupski. And also with 10 years is Sherry Hicken. All right, and then with the Green Emerald pin for 20 years is Christine Mackinnon. And then with 25 years for the diamond, we have Gail Dahl. And Gail, I think she's going to make it tonight, so. With, sure we got it here with I think I'm missing one on my list here. With 30 years, we have Joey Langendorfer. And the last one we have for 35 years, the pin has 2 diamonds and 1 emerald, goes to Bev Hannon. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you who have spent so much time taking care of our town and your town, and thank you very much. The next thing on our agenda is the presentation of the Max Dutton Award. I will turn the floor over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. The Max Dutton Award has been given annually to an employee that shares the following characteristics in their work. They are honest and efficient. They being responsive to our citizens, accountability, maximizing one's potential, making a difference, and contributing towards the mission and vision of the city of Rawlins. A little bit about Max Dutton that we found is that he started working for the city of Rawlins in Department D-4, which we assume is utilities, because that's changed well over the years. And he started working September 29th, 1949, and he worked until April 28th, 1986, so that was a 37-year career. At the time of his death, he was the supervisor for the water treatment and wastewater plant. By those that I spoke with, Max was the institutional knowledge of the city of Rawlins. So whenever people needed to know something in the city, where something was located, or how to go about a project, they always went to Max Dutton. And he shared those characteristics with the city. So tonight, in his honor, we will present the Max Dutton Award. And that award tonight will be presented to Alan Robinson.
We can do one now.
Get one now and then we'll get.
Oh, I can't see.
As good as his family and Chief Shoemaker. Yep.
Tom's so tall, I can't see the council.
Get one more. We'll get Chief in with us here. Thanks, Steve. A little bit about Alan that I would read here within the nomination that I received. Alan is in his 25th year with the fire department, and he has made significant impact on the operational readiness. He is the first to volunteer for city department, community, and church activities. The outstanding relationships he has developed within emergency services, law enforcement, and community partnerships further demonstrate the extraordinary leadership traits he brings to our organization. The following exhibits his versatility as a firefighter, emergency medical technician, and advocate of community involvement. A few of these things is he has commanded 2 major fires with many unknown dangers, utilized incident command and safety accountability procedures flawlessly, leading to fire mitigation with 0 injuries. He's authored YDOT communication grants, which led to the procurement of 33,000 in portable radios. This negated a shortfall of portable radios for all emergency responders. He's partnered with the Memorial Hospital of Carbon County to author a new memorandum of understanding. The update added specific automatic aid response jurisdictions, as well as improved fees for our medical users in and out of the state. He has served as Honor Guard Commander for the last team during celebrations of life and for the Fallen Firefighters Memorial Hall of Fame induction. He's been a committee member for the annual 5K fun run, the Rawlins Volunteer Morale and Fundraising, firefighter recruitment and retention, Rawlins High School homecoming events, State of Wyoming Fire Certification and 307 Community Risk Reduction, Smoke and County-wide Initiative, Trustee, Secretary, and Treasurer for the Volunteer Fire Department, Firefighter Promotions. He supervises the annual 4th of July fireworks each year, volunteer instructor for the current EMTB class, and as testament to his professionalism, he has individually amassed 117 hours of training, 169 emergency responses, and leads the department in medical transfers. So that's what Alan has done. And I want to know that I can personally testify when I looked at these requirements. Alan's the first one that came to my mind. So you want to say a few words, you can feel free.
I just want to say thanks to everybody for this opportunity, especially my wife. My kids think I'm a picture on the wall. No, I'm joking, but my family is my support. I do things, and I enjoy serving and taking care of people. So that's it.
The next thing on our agenda is the presentation of the Supervisor of the Year Award. And again, I will turn the floor over to you, City Manager Tom Sardi.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. The Supervisor of the Year Award, what we look for in a supervisor to give this award, we look for performance of job assignments, support his or her staff, work with the public and respond to citizens, willing to help with tasks that may not necessarily be supervisory, contribute towards the mission and vision of the city of Rawlins. And this year, I'd like to present to you the Supervisor of the Year, Rick Hooper. A little bit about Rick here. Lieutenant Hooper, I'm sorry. Lieutenant Rick Cooper is a 22-year veteran of the Rawlins Police Department. Lieutenant Hooper started with the Police Department February 21st, 2000, promoted to Sergeant in 2005, and Lieutenant in 2007. Lieutenant Hooper has served the department in several roles, including Patrol Division, Bike Patrol, Sniper, Field Training Coordinator, Active Shooter, Response Trainer, Records Management, and IT Specialist. Lieutenant Hooper is currently assigned as the Police Department's Administrative Lieutenant. In this capacity, he is responsible for supervising the Victim Advocate Section, which includes 3 employees and 6 volunteers. The Victims Advocates are partially funded by grants, which include money from the federal government and administered by the state government. Lieutenant Hooper is heavily involved in the management and implementation of the grant. As a leader, Lieutenant Hooper is diligent in his oversight of the Victims Advocates. He provides monitoring and guidance to their work and as they serve as the victims of crimes committed in Rawlins. Lieutenant Hooper is also responsible for the maintenance, storage, and distribution of the department's equipment and serves as the department's report system administrator. He works closely with other city employees during the bidding processes in which we acquire new equipment. He is responsible for the implementation of the new equipment. The equipment that Lieutenant Hooper is responsible for acquiring, implementing, and managing includes actual items such as vehicles, uniforms, weapons, electronic hardware, and software related to the communications computer systems. So anyway, that is a little bit about Lieutenant Hooper. So.
Guess I would just like to first and foremost thank my family, just because I know it takes many hours away from doing some of the things that we want to do at the home. And beyond that, it's really all the other employees throughout the department. They're the ones that make things work. We just kind of are guidelines in that and give them the opportunity to do their thing. So again, the staff of the Rawlins Police Department, the staff of the city, they're the ones that make it happen. So I reach out to them and thank them, so.
There we go, now I can see the council. And now, family?
Yep, I know your wife's here. And I'd like one with Chief Ward if he would come up.
The next thing on our agenda is a presentation of the 2023 Employee of the Year. And again, I'll turn the floor over to you, Manager Tom Sarvey.
All right, thank you. We are still working on the Employee of the Year. I thought we had it nailed down, and I'd ask if we could move that to the next meeting. If that'd be acceptable.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you were joking at first.
No,
Okay.
no, how we select that, it has to be one of the employee of the quarter through the year, and the one that we selected was actually December of 22 that we wanted
I see.
to announce, and so I don't think that, they were eligible this year, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we can just bump that to the next meeting. Thank you. All right. Next thing on our agenda is recognition of the Rawlins Police Communications Team for their amazing award again. And I would turn the floor over to you, Chief Ward.
I'm going to turn the floor over to Lena. As a leader, I have to go.
So our team we're small right now. We're short a couple people. We're small. They're working tons of hours. And they do without complaints. Most police departments have a records department and a dispatch. We don't. My dispatchers help with records because I'm helping with dispatch. So I just want to say thanks to all of them. Stephanie's the only one that's here with me right now. But they have done everything they've done without complaints. You get a little bit of grumbling, but they don't complain. They work very hard. They don't complain. They enjoy their jobs, and everybody pitches in. And I just think the best team that I've seen in a long time.
They have a great leader.
Thank you. This is one of the things I did write in my nomination. I wanted to read that. It says, I'm not sure that we are different than other teams as we all face shortages of help. What sets us apart is the fact that they do this with very little complaining, and we are like family who take care of one another. Their willingness to help with records and all of the extra duties is outstanding and very much appreciated.
Will you tell us a little bit about this award?
Okay.
I mean, we can all read it, but what's it really mean?
APCO is the Association of Public Communications Officials. And then there's also NENA, which is the National 911, National Emergency Number Association. Those two boards are kind of over the country and set standards for the different dispatch centers across the United States. Everybody uses them. I think APCO may even be used in some of the foreign countries. But they set standards. We have conferences. They have national and statewide conferences. Wyoming board is combined just because we're so small. We have APCO and NENA. I am on the APCO board as the training coordinator. So when we have our conferences, I help find the trainers and set up the training. But and so when we have our conferences, every year, they nominate, we have the supervisor of the year, we have the team of the year, we have the IT person of the year, which Lieutenant Hooper got, and then the radio operator of the year. So it's a big deal to even be nominated, and I just want to say Christine Makinen was nominated for the dispatcher of the year. She did not get it, but she deserved it for all of her hard work, 20 years of hard work. But combined, we have 59 years of experience with 5 of us that are working there now. That's quite a bit of experience. When we have, Stephanie's been here a year, I've been here 26, so that's the span of the different years. So, but Christine is the person that does so much that you don't recognize it unless she stops doing it, and then you realize, oh, that's what's been done. So she wasn't selected up there, but she should have been.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I think you were alluding to the fact this is the second time in 3 years that this team has won this award statewide. We're very lucky to have them, and I'm extremely proud to work with them. The next award was actually a nomination also made by Valita, so I'm going to ask her to present the second award as well.
So this is, when we were there in November, I had also nominated Rick Cooper as the city IT, or the state IT of the year. It's not his normal job, but he's taken it on. He's done a great job. He, when I needed wiring done, Rick was in there doing it. Are you gonna come up here?
That might have been in order.
So Rick has taken on the extra role of IT as well as everything else he has to do. He helps write the grants for different things, and he helps he acquires and implements our technological aspects in the dispatch center. So if you've been in our center and we have the big screens up there, Rick is the one who got those up there. You know, he built the screens and everything, didn't build the screens. He built the things to hold them up. Rick he'll hop in and do whatever needs to be done, and with very, very little grumbling, but he does a great job, and I appreciate all of his help and his advice and his knowledge. He's done it all, he's learned it himself. He's self-taught. He didn't go to school for this. We really appreciate
All right, I got to tell you, after all those awards and recognitions and stuff, and the awards that the people of Rawlins have earned over the year, just even this last year, just amazing, the kind of people we have in our town. And so those of you that have received the awards and the longevity awards, thank you very much. You're what makes Rawlins Rawlins. Okay, moving along, next thing on our agenda is Parks and Rec Advisory Committee appointment. Councilman Lumen.
I move to reappoint Katie Adams to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee for a term ending December 31st, 2026.
Second it.
There's been a motion made and seconded to reappoint Katie Adams to the Parks and Rec Advisory Committee for a term ending December 31st, 2026. Is Katie here?
She could not attend tonight.
Oh, okay. All righty. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Yay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is to make board appointments for the DDA Main Street Board. Councilman Weisenberg?
I move to reappoint Stephanie Hinkle to the Rawlins DDA Main Street Board for a term ending December 31st, 2027.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to reappoint Stephanie Hinkle to the Rawlins DDA Main Street Board for a term ending December 31st, 2027. Is Stephanie here? Would you like to get up and speak as to why you would like to be on this board?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. So my first 3 years coming into the position with the DDA board has really, it's been very rewarding, and I've really enjoyed my time getting to work with the community on a different level from an economic standpoint. And particularly while we're focused on the downtown, there's that, obviously that economic carryover that impacts the entire city. And I'm going into my 6th year as the marketing and communications director at the hospital. And just the networking and the engagement and all of these different entities working so closely together is really, part of what makes our community so special. And so I very much look forward to serving in this capacity for the DDA for another 3 years.
Hey,
Thank you.
Thank you for applying also. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. Next, Councilman Weisenberg.
I move to reappoint Katie Smith to the Rawlins DDA Main Street Board for a term ending December 31st, 2027.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to reappoint Katie Smith to the Rawlins DDA Main Street Board for a term ending December 31st, 2027. Is Katie here?
She was not able to attend tonight.
Okay, that's what I thought. I heard once before, sorry. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Yay.
Thank you. Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Lumen.
I move to appoint Holly Hopkins to an unexpired term on the Rawlins DDA Main Street Board for a term ending December 31st, 2024.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to appoint Holly Hopkins to an unexpired term on the Rawlins DDA Main Street Board for a term ending December 31st, 2024. Is Holly here, and would you like to speak?
Yes, she is here.
You-
Yeah. Well, I wasn't prepared to say anything, but I'm excited for the opportunity. And as a small business owner here in the downtown area, it's going to open the doors for a lot of potential. I see a lot of potential in Rawlins, so just another door to open. I look forward to it. Thank you.
Well, thank you for applying. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Yay. I don't know what's wrong. Everything else goes up, but not with that.
It's a slow one today.
It is slow.
It might be because of the issues we had earlier, so my apologies for that. Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is Rawlins Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board appointments. I would entertain a motion. Councilman Weisenberg.
I would move to reappoint Timothy Hoffman to the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board for a term ending December 31st, 2026.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to reappoint Timothy Hoffman to the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board for a term ending December 31st, 2026. Is there any further discussion? Is Tim here?
He could not attend this evening.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Okay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
Okay, I don't know who had their hand up first. Councilman Lumen.
Move to appoint Mike Scheller to the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board for a term ending December 31st, 2026.
Thank you.
Do I hear a second? Been a motion made and seconded to appoint Mike Scheller to the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board for a term ending December 31st, 2026. Is there any further discussion? Mike, are you here? Would you like to come up and speak, please? Sorry.
I believe
Tongue-tied a little.
Mr. Scheller and Mr. Johnston are here tonight.
Okay.
Do not see.
You want to come?
Okay. I appreciate the opportunity and good group of people we're honoring tonight. I feel privileged to be able to come before you, be part of this. So good night to be here. Just like the rest of the amenities we talked about tonight, fire department, police department, the street people, Max Dutton Awards. Golf course is a great thing for Rawlins. I know as a golfer, I love being down there. I love the pace of play. Probably from a business aspect, there's some things we could do, and I just want to support that and help Kevin and the rest of the city and see if we can keep that golf course open and improving like it has been. The last thing we went to was the long drive contest, or the long drive record-breaking event, and that was great to see so many people attend that. It was neat to be part of it. Met some good people there, including Kyle Berkshire, and just think we need to follow up and add on to stuff like that. Label Rochelle's as the home of the world's longest drive record. So I appreciate you listening and thank you for the nomination. And again, it just makes me glad to be among the kind of people we are here tonight. And it was a good night to come as the awards were hung out, handed out. It's neat to see such a good group of people that taking care of the city. So thank you.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion?
My apologies, I missed who seconded that motion. Chris, okay. Thank you, sir.
Would you please open online voting?
Okay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. Councilman Weisenberg.
I move to reappoint Steve Skordas to the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board for a term ending December 31st, 2026.
Second.
And a motion made and seconded to reappoint Steve Skordas to the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course Advisory Board for a term ending December 31st, 2026. Is Steve here?
He was not able to attend this evening.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Please open online voting.
Okay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is the Rawlins Shooting Range Advisory Board. Resignation, I guess, from there. Do I see a motion? I would entertain a motion. Councilman Lewin?
Move to accept Marion Coggin's resignation from the Rawlins Shooting Range Advisory Board as a first alternate, effective immediately, and direct community relations to advertise the vacancy.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to accept Marlon Coggin's resignation from the Rawlins Shooting Range Advisory Board as a first alternate, effect immediately, and direct community relations to advertise the vacancy. Is there any discussion? Please open online voting.
Yes.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is council reports. We'll start with the Board of Adjustments. Councilman Seeloff?
Since our last talk, we haven't had another meeting yet. We're waiting on the city.
Okay. Carbon County Council of Governments, that's a board I'm on. We have not had a meeting since the last report. DDA Main Street, Councilman Sanger is not here. We will, is there something important, Pam, that needs to come to light? Okay. Okay, thank you. The Rawlins Planning Commission, Councilman Weisenberg.
No update at this time.
Okay. Urban Systems Committee, Councilman Garner.
No update.
All right. The next thing on our agenda is the city manager, city attorney, and staff reports. I'll start with turning the floor over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor. To start off tonight, I would like to read to you a press release that we're going to put out after the meeting tonight on the recent cyber event that the city of Rawlins experienced. On November 8, 2023, the city of Rawlins was notified by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Investigations of a potential cyber breach of the city's computer servers. The notification came through the Wyoming Division of Criminal Investigation. Homeland Security Investigations is the primary investigating branch of the Department of Homeland Security, including investigating potential cybercrime. At the time of the notification, the extent of the possible breach was unknown. A coordinated response, including federal, state, local agencies, began that evening. Carbon County Emergency Manager Lenny Lehman coordinated the assistance of the agencies representing the various levels of government. These agencies were instrumental to our response and provided significant assistance. Department of Homeland Security's Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency provided guidance and connected the city with the Multi-State Information and Analysis Center that we call MSISAC. MSISAC, a non-governmental organization which receives federal funding and provides cyber analysis for state, local, tribal, and territorial victims of cyber attacks, provided analysis of the city's system which were suspected of having been interacted with by this threat actor. The analysis detected no indications of malicious or suspicious activity. At that time, with data provided, there were no indications of additional activity observed. The Wyoming Office of Homeland Security assisted the city and provided the responses support of the Wyoming Cyber Assistance Response Effort Team. The City of Rawlins Information Technology Contractor, Computer Professionals Unlimited, worked with the state and county IT staff to secure the city's system. At this time, it has been determined that an unknown malicious actor breached the city's servers, but did not cause any further damage. No city services were disrupted, and it is believed that no sensitive data was stolen. The City of Rawlins received incredible support from federal, state, and county government agencies. The City of Rawlins extends our sincere appreciation to the Department of Homeland Security, Homeland Security Investigations, and Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, MSISAC, Wyoming Office of Homeland Security, Wyoming Cyber Assistance Response Effort Team, DCI, Carbon County Emergency Manager Lenny Lehman, and the Sheriff's Office and CPU. Further in my report, yesterday we were able to witness the swearing in of a police officer, Colton Hallisey. He was sworn into the Rawlins PD yesterday. And the last thing tonight to report is the city has a grant through the CDBG Community Development Block Grant for our SCADA system. And we received yesterday the notice to proceed on that from CDBG. So we will be issuing that RFP here shortly. With that, that's my report.
That's awesome. Thank you. City Attorney?
Thank you, Honorable Mayor and Council. I have a short report, an update. The city currently has an ordinance in regard to dangerous buildings that incorporates the Uniform Code for the Abatement of Dangerous Buildings into the code. There has, like other cities in Wyoming, there are codes related to cleaning up and demolition of buildings that have become dangerous either due to neglect, obsolescence, or structural instability. Under the code, following an owner's refusal to take the steps necessary to clean up the property, the city has the authority under this ordinance to go in and clean it up. The development, so this code has been on the books in one form or another since 1991. And through the efforts between the city and the county, we have entered into a memorandum of understanding in regard to being able to create a special assessment in order to be able to collect the costs from the property owner that the city might have to utilize in regard to abating those dangerous buildings or nuisances. So this is a big step. What this special assessment will do is allow us to work directly with the county assessor, treasurer, and the land office in order to create a lien and a special assessment that puts us, gives the city a priority to a lot of liens, but subordinate to some of the other county liens, such as taxes. And with that special assessment, the city is able to receive those reimbursement costs through that process, rather than pursuing a litigation proceeding through the district courts. The county commissioners met today and did sign the MOU. This will be on the agenda for the next city council meeting for signature.
That is a huge accomplishment. Thank you, that is a huge accomplishment. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, thank you.
That's huge.
That's a big deal. And then no staff reports, I take it?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is direction from city council to city manager. I'm just gonna start with saying thank you for spending your Saturday working with us, and I think we'll have to have another meeting or whatever, but I went home feeling like we accomplished some things. Well, I hope everybody did, but anyway, thank you, Tom, for that. And council for attending that. Does anybody have anything else? All right, moving on. The next thing on our agenda is to approve the minutes of December 5th. Councilman Weisenberg?
I move to approve City Council regular meeting minutes of December 5th, 2023 as presented.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to approve the City Council regular meeting minutes of December 5th, 2023 as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
I sustain.
Okay,
Abstain.
thank you, sir. Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 4 yeas and 1 abstain from Councilmember Seeloff.
All right, next thing on our agenda is to approve the municipal solid waste hauler licenses. Councilman Weisenberg?
I move to approve Dirty Boy Sanitation Services and Wyoming Environmental Services, Inc., City of Rawlins Municipal Solid Waste Haulers License for the licensing period of January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024.
Second it.
There's been a motion made and seconded to approve the Dirty Boys Sanitation Services and Wyoming Environmental Services, Inc., City of Rawlins Municipal Solid Waste Haulers License for the licensing period of January 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024. Is there any discussion? And Tom, I'll ask you, is all the paperwork right, the application's correct, and prerequisites and such?
Point of order.
Sorry, do I need to excuse myself?
Yes,
or
you do.
Are we gonna discuss anything? just go to vote?
You should.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Mayor. We have received the applications and they've been reviewed and everything is in proper order for both applications.
All right, thank you. Is there, Councilman Eisenberg?
I just got a question on Wyoming Environmental Services, Inc. Is that just the legal name, and do we need to have that as a DBA of Wyoming Connections or Waste Connections, or anything on that?
That's her legal name, so.
I just know that in the ordinance, it talks about like being able to identify, so I just want to make sure that's, you know what I mean, the correct aspect. So we're good? Okay.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, please open online voting.
Yay.
Maybe. Some goes slow and then fast and slow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll pop up super fast and then.
I might also be slower, not as used to this. Online voting is closed. The motion passes with 4 yeas and Councilmember Gardner abstaining.
Okay, thank you. Next thing on our agenda is approving of a memorandum of understanding. Councilman Weisenberg?
I move to approve amendment number 1 to the Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, between the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Carbon and the City of Rawlins, Wyoming Municipal Corporation, dated November 22nd, 2022.
Second.
There's been a motion made and seconded to approve amendment number 1 to the Memorandum of Understanding between the Board of of County Commissioners of the County of Carbon and the City of Rawlins, Wyoming Municipal Corporation dated November 22nd, 2022. Is there any discussion? And I'll turn the floor over to you, Cody.
Sure. Honorable Mayor, Council. So County Commissioners are just making a friendly amendment to our current MOU that we have with snow storage that we have and snow removal. They amended it to where we can use the lot directly east of the fairgrounds. There's a plot of land right there that we could use that for snow storage instead of the actual fairgrounds itself. We've been working hard as a city to kind of clean up our snow storage lots in case of a heavy winter like we had last year. And they were willing to help us let us use that lot there and the lot next to the jail for material storage too. So it's just a friendly amendment for helping us out.
Okay. Is any further discussion? Please open online voting. Thank you, Cody.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. The next thing on our agenda is a resolution designating the bank depositories. Councilman Garner.
Move to approve resolution designating the Bank of Commerce and R&B State Bank as a public fund depository for the City of Rawlins during the calendar year of 2024.
Second it.
Been a motion made and seconded to approve resolution designating the Bank of Commerce and Rawlins National Bank as a public fund depository for the City of Rawlins during the calendar year of 2024. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Okay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right, thank you. Next thing on our agenda is an executive session. I don't know who had their hand up first. Councilman Weissenberg.
I move to go into executive session at 8:34 PM per Wyoming Statute 16-4-405 to consider or receive any information classified as confidential by law on matters concerning litigation to which the governing body is a party or proposed litigation to which the governing body may be a party.
Second.
And a motion made and seconded to go into executive session at 8:34 PM to consider or receive any information classified as confidential by law on matters concerning litigation to which the governing body is a party or proposed litigation to which a governing body may be a party. Is there any discussion? Please open online voting.
Okay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
All right.
Not as fast as Miss Wells, but that'll work.
Pretty darn close.
You've been practicing, I think.
No, I just can.
Be an auctioneer before you're done.
Hey, I just know she said, you gotta do it, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. If she was here, it would have been on her. I don't want any of my chocolates to disappear, so.
But the motion was
Cherry fruit. No, it's cherry fruit. Yeah. Wow.
I'll show you how to do it. But we're not going to do it. But it's literally just push stop.
I tried. That was good. I'll show you. Close. Real close. See? All right. You're going next. It's always up there, so.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm gonna eat it.
So, thank you.
I'm gonna just eat it all.
I know. Oh my gosh, I had that cute on and I don't know, well, I've seen people in full body casts and I don't know how to do it. The one on my arm, that was from my palm to my hand, was what was giving me the most, but then full body cast. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Exactly.
I know. Great, but thank you for your text and your call.
I was really worried about you.
Well, I still, my brain is not.
Same problem.
She doesn't release it after full work. We're still on work.
Yeah.
It's slow.
Oh, no, mine's got very gray back out here. I don't know what that means, but.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of gray, yeah. How you doing, Pam? You doing okay?
Yeah.
I tried to die.
Yeah.
Thanks for your patience, Mayor.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zoom, you normally get an email.
No.
Do you normally get an email that says, yeah, we'll leave the meeting. We'll just stop. This is Zoom. See, he left, right? He was here. So we'll just end it in meeting for all.
Bye-bye.
And now I can unplug all this stuff. We don't need to. I'll just leave this over. You'll notice. I'm sure mine is not good.
It's good to see you. We're good to see you here today, so.
I was just like, well, they got all these. Yeah. Well, it wasn't actually the attorney.
So today I worked out right after work.
He said it was Q1. I said, you know, years. He said, yes, just so you know, I'm not the attorney. I'm the paralegal.
All right, for the next one, the guy's like, you're.
I said, are you sure you're not going to come? And I said, I'll just leave on Zoom.
No, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
But since he.
This young man's probably out of town.
First this day, help me out.
I mean, I can't imagine.
He goes out now. There's 26 games.
We've got swim meets and iron meets.
But I don't know the iPad. Or you I think the iPad might used to be faster. But,
All right.
turn these off so the batteries.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, I didn't plug in the lights. When they come back, it's over.
Okay.
With all the excitement behind the day.
I usually, it takes my brain off, that's not work. That's probably strange. So,
Anita, thank you for being willing to help me with this. I couldn't figure out why.
No.
That's just what
Oh, absolutely.
you have like a court designated for laptops. Because laptops, like, won't connect to your and then they won't see the.
Right.
I guess they should let you go to the basement.
yeah, I mean, if you think it's gonna be tomorrow afternoon, that's better.
Good evening.
Is that on June? Oh, is that where they were going?
I'll see what's up.
Okay, okay, okay.
I went downstairs and got the waters and then see.
Okay, okay, sounds good. We'll get you. You stay. I went home and took an afternoon nap. Rest my brain. I'm like, I'm gonna eat this afternoon.
What's left of it?
Yeah, okay, okay. Myra, call me if you need anything.
We soon, George.
Okay, I hope I don't need anything.
I don't know if he's working right now.
Why is it doing that?
I'm just trying to Usually these aren't on during council unless there's a Zoom or if somebody has a PowerPoint.
So, oh, because that was for Zoom, not the agenda.
Yes, we used to try to do the agenda, but it made some, it's kind of hard to do.
So I should be writing so that if
All,
something happened,
yeah.
you could write.
Yes, and I'll put it all.
Thanks for everything else.
Thank you, Sherry. It was nice to sit by you.
It was nice to sit there. It's been a long time since I've done this.
Thank you for putting up with my computer issues. I'm gonna try to see what's going on with Bruce. Maybe, or maybe we'll just do it later. I don't know.
He's the one that knows everything that I He went into the back shop, looking, IT and all of that stuff, and I'm like.
They can also remote into his computer, so.
Watch him so he doesn't steal anything. Well, congratulations to you. Hopefully I make it that long. How many years ago, Mike? 5. I go to propane. I worked for them for 11. And they started to gouge customers and treat customers. They accused me of stealing. Yeah, that was after I walked away. Well, I'm glad you did. One of the best decisions I ever made.
This one's good. This is like, we have a vendor that we've used. I don't know where, California or somewhere, but we just used
California people. They taxed us.
Yeah. We're paying for it on their bill. I like them too.
They are nice. But, doing with the fire department. 10. What are they doing in Rawlins? 12. Where were you from? San Diego. National City to be exact, if you know where that is. Yeah. I had a buddy who was chief in, Alamo. You know, so they say every county. It's called San Diego.
Yeah, I'll put those in the file for Glenn.
Northwest, kind of on the coast. Black's Beach. I've never been there. I've only been to, I was the guy who
Well, I'll do a press release.
I've been out to, Monterey twice. Yeah, it's a beautiful
Wait.
state. I worked.
Oh, these aren't the ward letters.
No, those
Tom,
are.
these have Terry signed. Did you have Terry signed?
When she was born, I was working for a party room. I, went online, saw that or something.
So we'll just,
They were doing, whatever they were
Put it up here on this
or you can.
thing and I'll catch him before he goes. Is this the MOU?
He said, before you make a decision, they said, we'll fly you. Out of Rawlins. Flew from San Diego to Rawlins Airport.
It's the one that we passed tonight, right?
Was it the,
Here's one.
There were quite a bit of cities during that movement.
I don't see anything else that says it leaves.
So, and, went out there, I left. That's the way it is out from every person. So. we moved out.
Okay, so I put both of those in Lynn's book, so she'll have them when
But,
she's back.
Okay.
That way they don't go anywhere else.
There were two, didn't get to awards and all.
Got me here.
Give me the other one.
Okay.
George will come back.
Okay, if I'm not here,
Chief's gonna send him over.
have somebody take a picture of you, because I'm doing a lot of recording in the morning. So I will not be,
Take a selfie?
if you want to.
Yeah.
We'll know who's late if it's self. I'm sure somebody from finance will take your
Well,
picture.
yeah. As of recently, it's 9 weeks and 3 weeks.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So that's the thing, I won't lie to you. They don't like what I have to say, but I'm not gonna lie to them. Alrighty, making my way home.
Congratulations, Mike. What? Tom asked me to do it, and I did catch that. I've already made that change.
Thank you for that.
I have not actually put it on my form. Oh, yeah. So,
Anything? Can I help you with that?
thank you for asking.
Of course.
You and Tom could shrink a little so I can take pictures over your head
Yeah.
of council behind you. Because I am too short to go over your guys' heads.
We got like a Brian Ward.
Yeah. He's always offering. Do I need to do that for you? Well, tonight you did. So. Okay. Done with this device. can go look at my office. I just have to plug this computer in, because if this computer dies, then life's gonna be even more hard. And we don't need life to be more hard. Oh yeah, doesn't it cost? Oh, we don't say it on board docs. Because it's a surprise. Katie Schinkel
Oh, that's right.
was first quarter.
That's right. She was, and then Rick, a second.
Was it? Let's see. Do you need to check that, or do you know it for
No,
sure?
I'm pretty sure it was Rick, and then Mike was the third. We haven't named the fourth. So we still have to name the fourth, and then we can.
And then, is that the one that the employees vote on? I think that's the one that we send out the 4 names and employees vote.
I think the quarterly ones we
No, the year. We send the 4 quarters to all the staff, and then they vote for who they want. I think that's the one that, right?
do. Well, why don't we this year? Yeah,
Yeah.
we did it as department heads.
Well, each
No.
quarter you select as department heads. But then for the employee of the year, we send out all 4 names, so Tara will send out all 4 names.
Oh,
And
we
say,
need to name the fourth quarter.
yeah, so we'll have to name the 4th quarter at the next meeting, and then at the next meeting, we can do the employee of the
The
year.
employee. Okay,
So yeah, you and department heads choose 4th quarter.
okay.
And
Well,
then-
I think we usually send it out, but we got behind in the department heads.
Well, and we always just have department heads choose a quarter. The only one they vote on is the employee of the year. They nominate for employees of the quarter, and they nominate for the other Max Dutton, supervisor, all that.
Okay,
But yeah, once you decide, then Tara can send out the vote.
those guys tonight were so deserving.
It was a great meeting.
Good, those guys are
I really liked what, the gentleman for the golf course said about, being here among great people. I really like that.
good. Yeah, because those two were, I mean, they're a lot of good people. We just got along.
Okay, I'm gonna go work on that press release, so I can go home soon.
Did the other press release read okay?
Which other-
December's event?
Yeah, I'm gonna go release that
Okay.
because it's approved by everybody.
And I think it flowed well,
Yeah, oh good.
except for maybe me reading it, but I think it flowed.
It's got a lot of acronyms in there.
Does a couple times I get a lot.
Hisa, Fisa, Husa, Fusa, Gusa, Lusa. It was up to me, I just named them all random names. I guess I could take down all these stuff. Yeah. I wanted to go home.
Easy, how is that?
Yes. They can't even watch it, so
Yeah.
not have to wait.
Makes sense.
How many? Top. Put that on there.
Councilman Weisberg.
I move to come out of executive session per Wyoming statute 16-4-405 at 9:13 PM.
Been a motion made and seconded to come out of executive session at 9:13 PM. Any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Yay.
Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 5 yeas.
Alrighty, thank you. Who's next? Councilman Weisberg?
Move to approve the executive session minutes of December 5th, 2023, regular city council meeting as presented.
Second.
Been a motion made and seconded to approve the executive session minutes of December 5th regular city council meeting as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, please open online voting.
Sustained.
Well, that popped up fast.
The computer's ready to go home too. Online voting is closed and the motion carries with 4 yeas and Councilmember Seeloff abstaining.
All right, was there anything discussed in executive session that was deemed to be improper? All right, this meeting will be adjourned and our next meeting will be January 2nd. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.